I've got another radiator over here in a package that needs to go in front of this radiator. Of course, I'm going to want to blow all those bugs off of there and everything too. Alright, I'm going to cut y'all off while I crank up the air compressor, blow all the bugs out of that, and then I'm going to want to make a couple of hangers for this thing I'm messing with. So I'll cut you off for now, and we'll come back to this a little later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you have a good day. Lord bless you. Fabulous day. It feels like I guess you'd call it a low pressure kind of day. I've been pushing pretty hard to get this building insulated and air conditioned, and then get this car ready for air conditioning. And I was over at Don's house yesterday, and he said everything looks good. We'll do it on Monday. So today's Friday. I'm gonna go ahead and put the radiator. I want to say coil, but that ain't right. What do you call them things? Radiator shroud, fan shroud? No. Sometimes my brain just won't find a word. This thing, on that thing, I'm going to put this back on that because I'd rather drive it over there with it on here because it helps to stabilize everything here rather than allowing it to woggle around a little bit. So I'm going to put this on here, but I'm just going to put a couple of little screws in it down there because it's pretty hard to get those little tiny screws out. They're little hex head screws, and they're mounted in behind this piece of steel rod here that holds the headlights. So pretty hard to get your hand in there and do that. Also, I bought a 220 amp alternator for it yesterday. I'm going to measure this wire, go to town and get a new wire. I want a heavier wire because if it's a amp that alternator, if it's an alternator that's going to push more power, it's going to need a bigger wire to get it over there. And this is a one wire alternator. The other one had 2 wires, so I'm going to eventually take this off. This is the one that came off the alternator that was on here. So I'll be measuring that going to town, and when I do, I'll take the tire from Bobby's truck, the one that I took off a while back into town, drop it off to be have new valve stem put in it. Everything under here is pretty much ready. The air conditioning is in, the compressor is in, the inverter is in, and I'm going to have to alter this wire because these wires go right to the battery. And I'm also going to be I think this is the wire here that goes to the alternator. So I've got to measure from there to there for the new wire. And other than that, just clean everything out and get it ready for us to do the work, which we're going to be doing soon. It's not supposed to get real hot today, which is different. It's been getting up over 100 degrees now for a few weeks. So looks like we're going to begin the process of having some cooler weather. They're talking about it being in the mid 70s instead of over 100. So that's cool. Sounds like rain. And it is a little rain falling. That's a good thing. That'll help keep things cooled off. Plus it'll give me time to catch up on some videos. I want to make some videos. So that's my task for today, is to get this ready for Monday and make a trip to town and get the things I need to get there. And I drove this yesterday. I loved driving it, and this is a car I really love to drive, and I'm really happy with this car. Yeah, and the more I do on it, the happier I am with it. So with that said, I'll get my tape measure out, crawl under here and figure out how much wire I'm going to need for that alternator wire. And then we'll maybe jump in the car, grab that tire, go get what we need from there, and then we'll see what happens next. By the way, I appreciate y'all very much. I went up to Don yesterday, and quite many things happened yesterday. By the time you see this video, you will have seen the video of us going to Don's in his 50 Ford and picking up his new 83 Z28 Camaro that he's having restored. Man, oh man, life is good. Oh, look at my baby. You waiting for me? Daddy, I'm sitting out here on the golf cart waiting for you in case we want to go somewhere. You want to run down to the lake? Actually, it's raining. Why don't we just get under cover for now? I'll put you right here, and I'll get on the ground and measure the wire we're going to need, and then I'll go to town and get that. You just feel free to sit here and wait for me if you'd like, buddy. Okay? You my dog. You buddy. You my dog.